Welcome, students, to the black hole of exploring knowledge, the analysis hole. Please like and subscribe my channel for further notifications to my upcoming videos. Thank you. Hello, students. Note down the first long question for your internal exam. What are the elements of short story? तो elements of short story में आप इन सबको explain करेंगे. First is plot. A plot is a series of events and characters, actions that relate to the central conflict. How the author arranges events to develop the basic idea. It is the sequence of events in a story or play. The plot is planned, logical series of events having a beginning, middle, and end. The short story usually has one plot, so it can be read in one sitting. The different stages of plots are: first, introduction of characters; second, the situation, initial conflict begins; third, the generating circumstances; fourth, the rising action; fifth, climax; and sixth, falling action and conclusion. Second element of short story is characterization. Characterization is the art of creating characters for a narrative, including the process of conveying information about them. It may be employed in a dramatic work of art or everyday conversation. Characters may be presented by means of description through their actions, speech, or thoughts. Third element of short story is narrative. A narrative is a way of presenting connected events in order to tell a good story, whether it's narrative essay, a biography, or a novel. A narrative unites distinct events by concept, idea, or plot. Common types of narratives normally contain a beginning, a middle, and an end. Narratives have been around since the beginning of storytelling, from folk tales to ancient poetry. A narrative can be fiction or non-fiction, or it can also occupy the space between these as a semi-autobiographical story, historical fiction, or dramatized retelling of actual events. As long as a piece tells a story through a narrative structure, it's narrative writing. Now, fourth element of short stories. So you have to include all this in this narrative section of the short story. Narrative element. Narratives are works that provide an account of connected events. To put it simply, a narrative is a story. There are many types of literature that are considered narratives, including novels, dramas, fables, folk tales, short stories, and poetry. In addition to literature, narratives are found in cinema, music, and theatre. Next element of short story is structure. Narrative structure, also known as story structure, is the order in which elements of a narrative are presented to the reader or audience. It is composed of two things. First is the plot. Plot is the chain of events that occur in the book, and story elements, the underlying factors that drive the narrative action, protagonists, conflicts, settings, etc. Now note down this answer in your notebook.